Welcome back. Today's topic is going to be a certain topic that's going to be easily applicable to everything in mind. And with this topic, I'm going to be talking about the concept of asking the question of why does everything have to be easy? And what do I mean by this? Is if getting rich was easy, then it would have no monetary, it would have no intrinsic value, it would have no value, it would have no desirability to it because everyone would be rich. And human, the way that the human brain thinks and the way that our anatomy is wired is we crave things that we can't have. So if your goals were easy, if getting a six pack was easy, everyone would have it and there would be no value. So there's value in scarcity. That's why gold can hold its value because it's scarce. At a certain point in time, there's not going to be any more gold left. And there's value in hardship. Nothing that comes easy is you're not going to value it. And even if you do value it, it will only be for a very short amount of time. The window of time that you'll be able to value something more will be greater if you earn it, if you work for it, if you try, if there is a greater amount of time that it takes to get to where you want to be. If there's a certain number of people that have what you want, and it's not a big number, it's intrinsically valuable. If you want a lot of money, if you want millions of dollars, and there's only a very select amount of people that have those millions of dollars, there's a reason that you desire it because not a lot of people have it. If everybody has, let's say, for example, if everybody has a yellow number 2 pencil, there's no value in that. You're not going to be, you don't want it. It costs maybe 10 cents and there's no value to it because everybody can have it. It's easily accessible to everyone. Any store has it. But a Lamborghini, there's automatically more value in that. There's because it's more money. And in order to get more money, it's harder and harder to get more and more money as you go up. So this is the same thing with every single aspect in life. You look at building a good body. You look at if you want success, if you want riches, if you want to live a life that's favored by God, then it's not going to come to everyone. It's not like, and the best part about this is there's literally no competition right now. Our world has gone so dormant, especially the men in our world today. With social media, like men are so dormant. There's nothing, there's no driving factor. Like the overconsumption of media, the overconsumption of nonsense food, that like just keeps you so complacent, which is so terrible, especially as a man. As a man, we are biologically wired to gain dopamine and serotonin through work, through accomplishing tasks, through building and creating of some sort. And when you are just lying there dormant and just watching and over consuming movies, Netflix, whatever it is, food, and just constantly comfortable, there is there's no wonder you are upset. No wonder you're depressed. No wonder you have these negative emotions because you aren't creating, you aren't doing what you were sent here by God to do, which was to create, which was to be a provider and a protector for the ones that you love. So speaking as a man and from a male point of view, whenever I go through a day where I'm just messing around, I'm not I'm not setting my intentions for the day. I'm not accomplishing the task in my productivity journal. I I feel terrible. I feel like worthless. And I don't feel like whole. In order to feel whole as a man, you need to be doing something. There's an age-old saying that an idle mind is the devil's workplace, and it's so true. If you are just doing nothing all day and you are literally just laying in bed or you're just on your phone, doom scrolling TikTok, wherever you are, you will feel terrible. I know people in my life that have just doom scrolled for weeks, months, for like 12 hours a day, and they don't feel good. They don't feel fulfilled. In order to feel fulfilled, it comes from creation. It comes from looking inward and producing. So God will find you. God will send you this video when you need to hear it. When you need to hear it the most. That you need to, for lack of better terms, bro, you need to lock in. You need to lock in and figure out what it is that you want. Ask yourself, first of all, what it is that you want. Second of all, ask yourself, how can I get there? Third of all, ask yourself, is the actions that I'm doing in my daily rituals, does it align with what I want and how I want to get there? If the answer is no, then it's time to look in the mirror. It's time to make a change. You don't reach your goals by just watching TikTok. You don't reach your goals by watching TikTok. You might say like, "Oh, there's some informational videos." Bro, no there's not. There's no informational videos on TikTok. You're just going to get hit with brain rot or edits or some other stupid thing on TikTok. And I know you might be seeing this on this platform, but get off the platform. Ask yourself, what can I do right now to take a small, even if it's a small step? What can I do right now to reach my goals? Get off TikTok, go to the gym, get closer to building my body. Do it. Whatever it is, and obviously like have some time to chill or do whatever, but if the majority of your time is surrounded by just mindless pleasures and mindless dopamine, then it's you won't accomplish anything, you won't be fulfilled, and you won't create. Like I'm the biggest, like I know I was in that loop. I would scroll TikTok all day long. Like it was terrible. And it got to a point where I would put my phone down and 2 or 3 hours would go by and be like, what just happened? Like, where did the time go? And I would have epiphanies like that to the point where I just deleted the app. I was done. From that point on, I never scrolled TikTok ever again. And the caveat that I replace that with is I replace it with informational YouTube videos like this one and with reading books. When the way that you can change is by having new information. Because when you have new information, you won't be susceptible to the same thought processing of when you were doing the certain thing that you were doing. For instance, if you were on your phone and just doom scrolling TikTok and you know that it's bad for you, you have the information in your head that there's other things that you could be doing to work towards your goal, you will understand that what you're doing is wrong and inevitably you will stop. Because you have new information that's recirculating, creating new networks, new network connections in your brain in order to accomplish those new goals, in order to create, in order to do what God created you to do, which was to create and to help the world and to figure out your place in the world and how you can benefit yourself and the others around you. So, I got a little bit intense there, but basically, topic of the video is why does it have to be easy? Why can't it be hard? Why do you want the easy way out? Why do you want the easy, quick six pack? Why do you want to get rich quick? And the reality is that it won't happen. There is no such thing as, unless you, of course, crypto, there's anomalies with everything, but 99.9% of the time, it's not going to happen. You're not going to get rich quick. You're not going to get a six pack overnight. It comes with your daily habitual behaviors. Your daily rituals is what shapes your future, and what you change today will change the course of your entire life. And the more that I implement changes into my life, the more that I learn that just by simply making subtle adjustments into my daily rituals can like shift my life by like that much, and then it just keeps veering, and it's a completely different life over time. And that's basically the main topic that I wanted to talk about, was the fact that it doesn't have to be easy. It shouldn't be easy. If it was easy, you wouldn't enjoy it. If it was easy, you wouldn't value it. If getting a six pack was easy, you wouldn't care. If getting rich easy was a thing, you wouldn't care. Nobody would care because everybody would do it. So, bottom line is, it doesn't need to be easy. It's going to be hard regardless. And the sooner you realize that if you choose comfort, regardless, it's both pain. whichever route you choose in your life, both of them are going to end up in pain. So you have to choose which one you want to do. You either end up going the comfortable route of just over consuming everything you do, over consuming media, over consuming food, or you go to the creation and production route, and both of them are equally as hard. One of them has much higher rewards than the other one. So you just have to choose. Do I want the life that's easy now and hard later, or do I want the life that's hard now and easy later? That's the choice. Both choices are fine. You can make the choice on your own. I'm not trying to preach anything to you. I just want whoever's watching this, I just want you to be aware of what is happening. I want there to be that switch flipped in your mind, the same switch that flipped for me when I realized that I was over consuming and it was my turn to start creating. And it was my turn to start doing something positive for me, myself, the people around me, and for you guys. And I hope that you find this message positively. And I hope that wherever you are, I hope you're having a great day. And I love you all. Whoever's watching this, I just want you to know that you are loved. And with that, guys, I will see you guys in the next video.